Alright guys, welcome back to another video and back to another sketchbook tour. It was a little while, a few months ago when I did the first sketchbook tour. But here we are, we're going to be looking through a bunch of sketches I did from the earliest sketches I did following tutorials all the way up till just a couple months ago when I finished my last sketchbook. So there will be quite of a big length of art growth within this these next couple videos, because I am breaking the sketchbook tour into at least two different videos due to the length and how much I had to look through. I recorded it all at once, but I am doing it in two separate videos just to let you guys know. So definitely be on the lookout for part 2 just a couple days after this video comes out. In fact, hit that bell icon to get notified when it comes out, when each new video comes out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and with that, let's just get straight into the video. Alright, so we're here, so I am going to try to list these as timeline order as close as my mind can remember, which everything is kind of just compiled at different times throughout each of these, so it's kind of just a mumbled up mess. So just gonna toss that aside and let's just get straight into it. Alright, so as you can see here, this is a female, of course, obvious. This I think was the second tutorial I ever watched. Watched it by Mikey Mega Mega. He's probably the person I watched the most when I was learning and watching tutorials and stuff like that, so I will definitely put his link to his tutorial playlist in the channel description so that you guys can go check him out if you want to learn how to draw, especially female anatomy, because he is amazing at that, a lot better than I am. But yeah, let's just open this up. So, first tutorial I ever took or followed. It's quite beautiful. As you can see, they are male anatomy proportions. I think this is later on, but I don't remember where exactly that would be placed timeline wise. I didn't even know this was here till just now. Yeah, that is the first page or sketches that went on the floor. Here was me trying to draw eyes and different ways to draw eyes, even though I had no idea what I was doing. So that's what those beautiful things are. Nothing on the back other than a box. On the floor you go. Another anatomy drawing, as you can see. Nothing great so far. Oh yes, I remember I thought this was amazing when I was first starting out, and yeah, it's not. It's okay. I feel like it's all right, but it was supposed to be a dude, and it makes me think of a girl, but that could just be me. Here was me trying to draw hair. I don't know what that is, and if you can't tell, I was heavily Naruto influenced in my early days of art. That was the anime that got me into drawing, really. So my style kind of really, I just drew or tried to draw in the Naruto style, which I'm sure you can see. This was a quick little sketch I did of a profile view, stiff as a stick, but yeah. Here is the first rendition of my character, Ira. He was heavily Naruto influenced. Actually, this isn't the first rendition, this is actually a quite later rendition. But you'll get to see the first rendition and the colored stuff that I did. But yeah, that's that. This was after I got my first set of markers for Christmas 4 years ago. Yeah. This was me just color swatching on the back. You can see me trying to do shading, and not the greatest sketches I was using for it, and not the best paper. Here was another thing. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare of the light, but it is a female again. Here was when I was trying to practice circles, getting that muscle memory down. Like there's, oh, that one didn't. It's just this side. But a lot of these are front and back of just circles. I don't think y'all want to see all of that, but yeah. Here was a friend of mine asked me if I could draw a piano, so I did, and I colored it in with some black marker. I remember it being really hard because I was concentrating so much on leaving those white lines, but yeah. Here was my first attempt at a side profile. Here was the tutorial I followed. I don't remember what tutorial I followed or who it was by, but then I took it and drew it with Ira. I drew him a lot because he was the character I was kind of like focused on back then. Still kind of am, but kind of done designing him. Here was supposed to be a character I was designing. I remember printing out, sketching the body, duplicating it on multiple layers, and then printing it out so I could do clothing design. His hands, I remember just thinking how small his hand was there. Here was a fake mon that I did design, kind of. It was supposed to be like my own Pokemon. I think it was grass and ghost type. I don't really remember what it was supposed to be based off of. I think it was a baseball, or I don't even know, mushroom, something like that. But yeah, that's that. This was a quick sketch of a Alolan Vulpix, and on the back we have when I was actually trying to attempt it, but never finished it. Here is a Morpeko that I drew. I still am quite happy with this. I don't draw a lot of Pokemon, and I think this turned out quite well. This was back when Sword and Shield, I think, first came out when I drew this, so I was pretty happy with it. Here is another Vanillite. So I like that one. It's cute. It's not perfect, but I like it because it's cute. Don't judge me. Here is a tree. One of my first attempts at actually really drawing a tree. It's very stylized. The picture I was referencing that I copied this from was very stylized. So, you know, I didn't really learn trees. Although I learned this style of tree. I still quite like it. I think it turned out well. Here was a quick sketch I did of, I think, my phone at the time. But yeah, that's that. Meltan. You can see, this is a Meltan. Of course, nothing really. This, I got my first set of color pencils, and so I colored in an Umbreon that I found an image of and printed out. Just basic black and shading, no purple or anything that you would actually see on Umbreon if you look him up. And here, I was trying to teach my brother how to draw the head, and I ended up just turning it into Ash because he stopped like halfway through and didn't want to finish learning, so, yep. So as you can see, as I said, here's this beautiful thing. Now it's time we went on through this beautiful stack. Here was me experimenting with, I think, hair, although it was not that great. Yeah, I think my favorites are that one and that one. Other than that, yeah, it's what it is. Here again, I was trying to teach my brother how to draw, because he wanted to learn how to draw females. I'm not going to show you his, because I did not have his consent. But yeah, that's that. Here is another tutorial, again by Mikey Mega. Like I said, all my tutorials pretty much I watched by him, and this is where my mind was kind of not the smartest, not really one of the smartest stages of my life. I would watch tutorials on how to draw females, but then I would only draw males. So it was, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking back then, but there's some hands, some more hands. This was a robot I was actually gonna design. He was supposed to be like a bopping, listening to music, headphones robot. Might actually do that for a video. I know that might be fun as like a little character design thing. Here is some perspective. That, again, Mikey Mega, all female stuff, but I would apply or try to apply this stuff to my male drawings, which is, again, I don't know what I was thinking back then. Alright, and here we go. I did As you can see, more of a deeper dive on the torso area, especially the hips and the way everything joins. I don't know why, but I always elongated the stomach area when doing these tutorials. As you can see, they're like extra long, except for this one. This one looks actually kind of decent, but yeah, I don't know what that was. I just elongated the stomachs. Again, here, as you can see, this one's okay. Stomach looks like a giraffe's neck here, but yeah, that was that. Here, again, more tutorials, and that's all I gotta say about it. Is there anything on the back? Nope. Alright, here was tutorial on how to draw the back of a character. Still something I don't do, so I don't have a lot of practice in that area. I need to do that more, but I just don't. Here's some more perspective, lower perspective, and since recently, when I've started to learn, since I've been learning perspective, this is definitely the harder angle to go for because it just looks really, really weird, and it just always confuses me, especially in this area with men. Don't know if you can see this because it's so light, but here is some child sketches that I did, tutorial. This was supposed to be an idea, part of an idea for a big drawing I was gonna do with children, but never finished it. Never got past that stage. And his hands are absolutely tiny. Here, I don't know if you guys can guess. I'll give you 10 seconds to guess who this is supposed to be. If you haven't guessed already, it was Brock from Pokemon. That's what that is. I think I threw some of those on the floor, so I'm gonna pick everything up. All right, so here is the earliest colored drawings that I did. This was the first page in that giant Bristol board paper thing I have. This was the first rendition of Ear, and this is the first time I actually drew something and colored it. I remember thinking this was amazing. If you're wondering why he has ink lines in his eyes, it's because I was using a gel pen and I was drawing it at the kitchen table, and my brother jiggled the table as it was fresh and wet, and it just went slid everywhere. So disappointing. Here are different drawings of just random characters I did, except for that's Sasuke. That's my brother asked me to do that. Yeah, that's it for this page. Beautiful as it is. Alright, let's get on to another rendition, full body portrait of Ira. Look at how beautiful this man is. And isn't he fabulous? Probably need to keep it this way. Sorry for any viewers who are trying to look at these and have to turn their head sideways. Yeah, that's definitely what he definitely heavily influenced by Naruto and Pokemon there, if you can see what's on his head. But yeah. Again, there's another one just a lot bigger. His feet are tiny. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, that is that's that. This one looks blank, but it's not. The back is actually my first attempt at a landscape, but I didn't know what I was doing, so I stopped as soon as I got that far. This was another illustration I did using color pencils, and I remember taking forever on this. It was supposed to be like a blinding light, like mysterious, can't see the other side of his face. Yeah, it doesn't look great. That's not how lighting works. As you can see, there's literally no lighting anywhere except for the mirror. There's like no lighting up here, no lighting on the dresser. I don't know why. I cannot think of what to speak. The greatest thing about this is the hat. It is definitely the greatest looking piece out of the entire image. But I don't know why if he's in his room he would still have his headband on, but that's just how I did it because I was scared to draw his hair out of the headband. Yeah. Alright, now it is time to move on, I think. Oh, wait, we got one more thing. This guy. So, this sketchbook is also early days. but I would always draw in this in the car. So even when I was drawing, when I felt like I was starting to get better, the artwork in this was just never great because I only drew in it when I was riding in the car, like a dummy. Here's more circle warm-up practice. This was from a long time ago. This was actually would have been during the timeline of the first sketchbook tour. So here, some superhero symbols I drew one night randomly. Here's that Pokemon. I think this is where I actually first designed him. Side view, cross. I remember liking that cross. This was supposed to be like fire in the dark, and I was gonna erase it, make it look like it was glowing. Never got that far. This was something my dad did. My brother. Here was sitting on my porch trying to draw what I saw. It's not great. No perspective, no understanding. That's supposed to be the driveway. Looks like a little river. This was me trying to draw chibi style. Did not go so well. This was 3 crosses on a hill, as you can see. I remember this. I was very, very happy with this cliff. I thought those rocks it looked amazing. It doesn't. Here is some early head practice of mine. You probably can't see 90% of it, but yeah, those just heads. Here's some more warm-ups. I just drew that with a pen, no under sketch. He's missing half of his head. Sketches, again, hair. I think this was supposed to be like Ira's hair without the headband. Yeah. Definitely glad I didn't go with that. Here's some more sketches. I did a lot of head sketches in my early days. It's pretty much all I did for like months was just drawing the head. This is a lot later on when I was designing a character and I was naming her. She'll be in the next big sketchbook for this video. Here's Ira again. This was right after learning that hip stuff, as you can see. Another head. More heads. I just watched One Punch Man at the time and I drew Saitama. Here are heads again. Very long horse looking heads. Draftsmanship practice, I guess you could call it. Foreshortening, that's not great. Little one. I don't know why I didn't use this page. I have no idea. It's just blank. Another trying to do foreshortening, and I remember being so upset because I couldn't make it look right, and I didn't understand why. I remember being happy with this one. I thought it looked really good as a full body standing there. I thought the proportions looked good. I was very, very wrong. Here, more practice, more heads. I think that was supposed to be an under view, but I didn't draw it with an under view. It just looks like, I don't know, I drew it weird. I think that's it, the sketchbook, Batman. But yeah, that's the end of that. Alright, so here are the last bit of my colored illustrations that I'm going to show in this video because all the other ones are more recent. First up we have a young Ira design. His skin is so pink. I don't know why I used that color for his skin, but I think it was because it was all I had. Don't ask why. Yeah, that was his first design. His name was gonna be Najira till I looked it up and I found out it was a woman's name. Pretty sure it was. So I changed it to just Ira, which in Japanese, the Japanese name Ira is for a boy, while in Hebrew the name is a woman's. So for anyone who doesn't know. And in Hebrew it's called Ira, and it means something totally different. But yeah, that's that one. Second one, here we go. This was the first time I drew him with his hair down, no headband, and I still quite like that one. I was pretty happy because I thought I got the faces, the structure of everything really close and pretty identical to each other, so I remember being really happy about that. It's the first time I was ever able to do that. I still like his hair, and still to this day, it's the most troubling hair to draw for me, because it's like supposed to be like chopped, like not really have any like direction to it, kind of like you just had long hair and then you just chopped it off without really paying attention to stylizing it or anything. So it is very difficult to draw and make it look, well, like his hair. And this is the final one. This was a big image that took me like, I think, weeks. And here it is. It's just a compilation of era all over the place. I remember taking forever on this drawing, and being very happy with the way it turned out. I still like certain parts of it. There's a lot of parts that I just have definitely grown and I don't like. This, I just like the expression of that one. I like this one because it's just funny. This one's okay. It's not really my favorite thing. I liked this. This took me some time. I had to do a lot of sketches and prep work before actually putting this down in my sketchbook to try to get this angle correct. And gosh, those clothes wrinkles are horrendous. I did like this one. I tried giving that like night effect, although he does not look like he's standing at nighttime. He looks like he's standing just in normal midday. If you notice, I shade his hair in like an ice blue. I just like that touch to it. It is white hair, but I like to shade it in like a ice blue instead of just a normal gray. I like this one too, but definitely need to work on chibis if I'm ever gonna draw them again, because it's not something I do and I'm not great at it. This, I actually had no idea how to draw the head like this, so I actually looked up a reference and actually just copied the reference and just put him over top of it for that image. So yeah, that's actually all of that. Alright guys, and with that, this video is over. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the art I created when I was young and dumb and really didn't know what I was doing, and my slow growth that we've covered throughout this video. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, subscribe, tap that bell icon so you get notified when part 2 of this comes out. And if there's any artworks within this video that you like or would like to see me redraw, let me know in the comments. I would be happy. I had a lot of fun redrawing one of my old characters I did in the last video, and I don't know, maybe it'll be fun, maybe we'll just see where that goes. But with that guys, this video is over and we're out.